exactly is CD Baby? In the game of music marketing, strategy is everything. Welcome, Music Meeples. We are here to learn about how to market our music in this video, we are going to be talking about CD Baby. We are going to cover three things in this video. First, we're going to talk about what is CD Baby and how do you use it. Then we are going to actually together set up an account so you can see what that looks like, and stick around to the end because we're going to go through the process of actually releasing a song on CD Baby so that you can see what it looks like before committing and joining yourself. All right, let's get into it. So CD Baby is an option for music distribution. If you create a song, you want to get your music out on all of the different digital streaming platforms. In order to do that efficiently, you need to use a music distributor like CD Baby. CD Baby, just like many of the other options for music distribution, do offer global distribution. So it's not just going to be in your area. People all over the world are going to be able to find your music, which is pretty cool. One of the things that CD Baby says that they offer is services for artists. So that includes music mastering, digital rights management, publishing administration, and marketing tools. So I'm interested to see when we log in what that looks like. One of the most important features of CD Baby is royalty collection. You are sending your music out into the world and you want to get royalties. You need to get paid for the music that people are listening to. And so not only will you distribute your music with CD Baby, but CD Baby will help collect all of that revenue and send it to you, which is a great perk of the service. One of the things that I love about CD Baby, and a key feature, is that there are no upfront costs. On a lot of different music distribution platforms, you have to sign up for an annual membership before you can even get started. And CD Baby doesn't do that, which is why I used CD Baby when I was first distributing music on my own, because I wanted to get a feel for it first. Go ahead and set up an account and take a look. It's not going to cost you anything at the beginning. Another key feature of CD Baby is they do offer a lot of educational resources. So they have a lot of webinars and educational content to help you learn more about music distribution. And the final feature is CD Baby is known to have great customer service. Some of the other ones, like TuneCore, it can take days and days before you hear back from anyone. CD Baby is usually pretty prompt. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that, if you have worked with them, if their customer service was as good as people say. Let me know. Okay, we're gonna go to cdbaby.com. Okay, let's take a look at this top menu. We've got music distribution. They know a lot of people want to be on Spotify, so they've got a link here. Get music on Spotify, get on Apple Music, trending on analytics. So they're covering all of the basics here. That is really all of the most important things that you need to know. Now, they use this CD Baby Stages. Let's take a look at that. So I'm pretty sure that Stages is just what they have for like their plans. I think they just use, it's just their fancy word of saying exactly what their Stages Essential or Stages Plus or Stages Label Service. So they say there's no subscription fee, but this Stages program is their subscription fee that has additional features. They have a tab here for promote your music, and let's look at the pricing tab. Single for $9.99, it's gonna send it out to that 150 plus. Everyone always says 150 plus. Digital platform, your tracks on video apps like TikTok and Instagram, free delivery to future platforms, that's interesting, monetization with YouTube Content ID. So this is my specialty. This is where I really like to help artists connect and register their music with a YouTube Content ID and then maximize their reach on YouTube. It can be recognizable on Shazam. You can have consideration for promo services, Fast Pass verification, that sounds like something at Disney World, free UPC and ISRC. So ISRCs and UPCs, those are basically codes that you can assign to your song. Again, we want to get down to the very basics here. So let's talk about that for just a second. ISRC is a international standard release code. Basically, it's a way of assigning a little tag or number to the song that you release so that all over the world, people could put in that little number to find your song. It's just another way to track the music and to find it and register it. Then then as well, a UPC is going to usually be linked to a specific product that you sell. So if you have a Shopify page and you are selling band t-shirts, you develop a UPC, which is like a product code, right? PC product code that, again, you can track that specific item. Especially if you're going to be selling things overseas, you're going to need those codes. Things get so complicated so quickly. The main thing that you need to know is you're going to upload your song and they're going to distribute it and people can listen to it. That's what's most important at its most basic level. One thing that's a little different that I'm noticing right away with CD Baby is most of the other platforms just ask for your email and password. This one's having me create a username. Let's see if I can just use my email. Okay, it let me just choose my email as my username, so I don't know, it seems like an unnecessary step to have a username. Maybe it'll come back later. Then it asks for my name and country of residence. After that, you add your address. I always think it's so strange that all of these websites want to know my address. They never mail anything to me, so I don't understand what that is. If you know why companies always want my address, other than just like trying to track me, let me know. Then it says, take me to my CD Baby account. I really like the clarity of that work. I feel like TuneCore's was more complicated than that. All right, so now it says, welcome, ready to release some music. I really like that this is really simple. It's just showing you right now exactly how one-time fee per release. And you can choose a single track or an album. And again, it's gonna give you some other options. I really like that they have this here, make money from YouTube. They make it sound simple, it's a little more complicated than that. So again, that's what I do, that's my job. If you need help figuring out the relationship between YouTube and your music and how to monetize that properly, I'd love to hear from you. I can help you figure all of that out. Okay, we have very simple menu on the top. We have support and account settings. I'm just gonna go ahead and click single. So now we're getting into step 3. We now know exactly what TuneCore is. We know how to set up a TuneCore account. Now let's look at how to submit a release on TuneCore. This is gonna take you through some of the basic information that you need to have set up ready to go for your single. Artist's name, so that is going to be the name of your band or your name. I'm just gonna put Kendra. One thing that I like about this already is it's not overcomplicating things. TuneCore had, when I was linking the artist, it wanted me to already look for accounts that I may have set up on Apple and Spotify, and it just ended up confusing me. You can see that video on my page. Song title, let's call it Kendra's Song. And oh, now this is nice that they have a release date option because let me think, which one was it? DistroKid didn't on the basic plan let you choose your date. I assume it's because you are going to be paying for this release that it then gives you that feature of choosing it. When I had initially released the very first track that I released on CD Baby, I just chose the next day and it was up and it was great. Record label. If you have a specific label, you can put it here. Otherwise, it just puts the artist's name. This again, I kind of like better than DistroKid because DistroKid will automatically say that the label is DistroKid. And then copyright owner. You need to make sure that you are the owner of this music. If you wrote it and you performed it, great, you're set. But if it's a cover song, there is some additional licensing with that that's a little bit difficult. That's actually one of the pros of DistroKid is they make it really easy to help you through that process of actually getting the rights to cover a song. For now, we're just gonna pretend I wrote it, I sang it, I'm gonna put my name, Kendra is the record label, copyright owner is Kendra, it's all me. Barcode, this is interesting. This wasn't an option on the other ones. They said UPC, which is basically the same thing, but it's interesting that they label it as barcode. Let's say you have a Shopify store and you want to sell something, that product code, we talked about this earlier, this is where you can enter it, or they can assign one to you for free, which is great. Next, you're going to choose your genre, and then you can have a subcategory, and they also let you choose the mood or style. We could have angry blues kids music. That would be an interesting genre. Artist location. It doesn't just let you choose the country. If you want United States, you have to also choose your state. All right, next, it is going to ask you which famous artists you sound like. This is a unique feature on CD Baby that the other platforms don't ask you for, which is pretty cool. It is optional, but it's kind of a neat feature. Now we are on the track page. This is where you can add some track detail. Parental advisory, yes or no. This is really important. If you have explicit language in your song, even if it's subtle, and you don't mark it as having explicit language, that can cause a lot of complications for you. So always make sure that if there is explicit language, in other words, if you're swearing in your song, that you mark it as explicit. Otherwise, it can cause a lot of issues. Mark your language. Then it's gonna ask you for the composition type. There are 3 different composition types. You're gonna have your original composition. That's a song you wrote that you perform. Then there are going to be some songs that are covers. The final version is public domain composition. If the song was written long ago, it has probably passed into public domain, meaning that no individual owns the right to that song, and so it's basically fair game for anyone to create their own version of it. Generally, public domain songs are all before 1923. Anything after that, you do want to double check to make sure. The other composition type that you're going to see is derivative works. So that means that it includes a little piece of something else. You hear these on pop radio all the time, and well, really any mainstream radio station where you have a new artist with a new song, and yet there is something in it that is taken from another song. That might be a tune from another hit, or it could be any other element. It could be the lyrics. Some aspect of another song is included in your new work. That is considered a derivative work. You do need to mark within CD Baby who wrote the lyrics, who wrote the song. Now, I tried just filling this songwriter thing in with random information, and it gave me this big error message because they want you to pay attention to this. This is going to give you the opportunity to assign that little code to your song. Again, the ISRC, International Standard Recording Code, is going to be just like a nice little tracking number so that when your music is heard across the globe, there is a little code that is identified with it. Just another way to keep track of things. This is where we get into the digital distribution options. So obviously you want to have download and streaming services. So you want it to go to iTunes, you want it to Spotify, all those main things. Then there's some other options though. Downloads only is an option here. This is interesting. It includes only stores that sell downloads of your music. So if you don't want people to stream your music, you want them to have to actually buy it to listen to it, that's what downloads only means. It's an option. You'll get more money per track because they're paying outright for the music, but it also means that a lot of people aren't going to bother listening to it if they have to pay for it separately. I recommend doing downloads and streaming services. You can see as I click what options there are here. So downloads and streaming services is going to select all of them. Your music's going to be sent everywhere. Downloads only, you're going to see this limits it to Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, and actually that's kind of all that's there. So I use Amazon Music, and that allows me to purchase songs, downloads through Amazon. You don't want to do downloads only because then no one's going to find your stuff. So the third option is do it all, even unpaid. That is going to put everything on there, even if those sources that let you download your music without paying. I prefer to stick with downloads and streaming services. That's my preferred method. I think this is funny that says like, what is TikTok? Like, who doesn't know what TikTok is at this point? Okay, let's save and continue. Now you actually add the clip of the song. The music distribution sites are really seeing that artists are growing on TikTok a lot, and they want their song on TikTok, but TikTok isn't gonna play the entire full song for you. So they let you pick what you want that 60-second clip or less to be. Okay, already CD Baby is having a lot more go into this distribution. So if you are an absolute beginner, CD Baby is a really good option, but it seems a little complicated if you just want to get your album out there. It's making you answer all of these extra questions about your partnerships that might be overwhelming, so keep that in mind. It's not that it's good because you have to learn as you go, but it does seem like this process is taking a really long time. Okay, different platforms do have music partnership programs. So my specialty is in YouTube partnering with the YouTube Content ID, official artist page, all of that. But this also lets you edit and set up your profiles here. So there's Apple Music and iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube Music. If this is the first time that you're uploading a song, you won't have a profile. Same thing with Spotify. If you have not gone to Spotify, then you just create a new artist profile here. And you can do this where you can create a new profile on each of them. If this is your first upload, you want to create these new profiles. Now, this is where YouTube Music, this is where you want to create a new artist profile. Keep in mind that you are then gonna need to go into YouTube and optimize that page. That's what I do. I help artists take their really bland, plain YouTube channel that their distributor created and make it look better. Okay. I feel like we've been doing this for like 20 minutes already, and we're only on step 3. Like, CD Baby is no joke. This is a long time. Okay, so you choose your categories. I'm just gonna choose all so we can keep moving. Social video. Okay, this is where I would just click opt-in for all monetization options. YouTube conflict notices. Let's take a look at this. Something that's interesting is that your video is going to be flagged on YouTube as having a copyright notice, but it doesn't mean that you're like getting a copyright strike. It just means that YouTube is recognizing it as individual material, and it's gonna give you rights saying, oh yes, this song is being used on YouTube, and it'll make sure that you get paid. It's just a notice to let you know that it is a copyrighted song, which it should be. Then there's some extra options here. I don't want to opt in. I don't want to use CD Baby Boost. I don't need that right now. Okay, congratulations on making it to the final steps. Finally. Okay, this is where you add your artwork. What's nice on CD Baby is they make it really clear of exactly what you need for your images. You need to make sure that it is original artwork. So if you need help building your branding as a musician, I could help you with that. You can't have copyrighted images. You can't have like the price on it. It's not a flyer. It needs to be a piece of artwork. It could be a picture of you, could be something that you developed. Also, you can't have like your website listed on the artwork. Then you will submit your audio. Again, there's very specific file requirements here. Save and continue. This is the page where you can see the entire summary. This is why I like CD Baby. This lets you see all of the specifics that you have selected so that you can review your release. This has taken a lot of time to set up a release on CD Baby, and so you might run out of time and you might need to pay now and finish later. It'll save your work, it'll make sure that everything is still there, but it won't send it to release until you are ready. For the single, it's $9.99. They do have coupon codes. I obviously do not want to actually pay for this. This is not a real song. So. Okay, Meeples, there you have it. That is everything that you need to know about CD Baby. Let's take a look at some of the other options other than CD Baby.